Have you ever noticed? There are airplanes with propellers in the front. There are also some in the back. There are also propellers at the front and rear. So why put the propeller? What about in a different location? First, let's look at the design of the front propeller. This is also the most common installation location. It's the engine. The propeller is driven to rotate through the transmission system. That pulls the plane forward. So it is also called pull type. In the early history of aviation, dominance. Since the propeller is directly connected to the engine, it eliminates the heavy drive shaft. Reduce the weight of the aircraft. This is very important for early aircraft design. Essential. The downside is the airflow generated by the propeller. It will interfere with the fuselage. The stability of the aircraft will be affected. This will reduce the ride comfort. It also places higher demands on driving skills. In comparison, rear propeller engines and propellers. It's aft of the plane. Because it's propelled by a propeller, therefore it is also known as the push type. This layout is conducive to flight stability. Airflow generated by the propeller. It will not affect the flight. Rear propeller. You can also install more equipment on the nose. So after many drones are adopted, the design of the propeller. Of course, rear propeller aircraft are not perfect either. Rear engine could make it more difficult to maneuver the aircraft, because the propeller is too close to the tail. It is prone to greater upbringing and yaw. And finally, there's the front and back propellers. There's tension in the front. There's thrust in the back. Therefore, it is called push-pull, this specially designed aircraft. It's not very common in aviation history. So the design thrust must be greater. The layout of the front and rear propellers helps balance the aerodynamics of the aircraft. It's okay to reduce airflow interference, reduce noise and vibration during flight. Flight stability. Passenger comfort has been improved, but the downside is that the technology is more complicated, and maintenance costs are also higher, so that's it. The Aircraft Spiral Award, no matter what approach it takes, both have obvious advantages and disadvantages. Different installation locations. All designers are based on specific needs and usage scenarios. The best layout chosen